That's their team leader. Snake Eyes with his A80 Supra. They're out to take me down. The only plan I have is to give them less info about my Z as much as possible in the races against the rest of PHANTOM9. That way, Snake Eyes has nothing on me. He won't show up unless I take the rest down. In order to do that, I need a proxy race with me and for me. What do you say?
Don't be stupid, Akiyama.
Huh?
Look, we're rivals. Just because you have another enemy doesn't mean I'll help you, you know?
I even find it odd that you'd go out of your way to hear out these man-children and their threats.
I don't see anything in it for me to help you beat this PHANTOM9 clique or whatever they're called. And here I was thinking you'd finally settle our score once and for all. Why don't you quit playing hero and just let the matter fix itself? You're just wasting both of our time.
Please, Seiji. I'm begging you.
What are you doing, man? Lift your head. This isn't like you.
Please, Seiji.
Then stop acting so pathetic like this. You're embarrassing us both.
I won't raise my head until you agree to help me.
You're unbearable. I can't believe you'd actually resort to a tableside dog as just to get me to help you.
I wouldn't consider you otherwise if it weren't for it, Seiji.
So Shibara PA on the appointed time against this mad Murdoch guy and his cronies?
Yeah, I will call you to meet up there. And... Thanks, Seiji. I knew I could count on my rival for help.
Quit acting soft and using my words against me. Whatever.
So Seiji has Murdoch's trio, but that just leaves the other 5 to deal with. But who else can help me?
Looks like you need some help, Akiyama-san.
Huh?
It's been a while, Speed King's second coming. Or do you prefer without the title?
Hey, at least address him properly.
He's no kid, Cinderella.
Come on, what do you two take me for?
You're not the only one with a score to settle with PHANTOM9.
If all you need is a team to even out the odds, you got us to back you up. Come on, let's go deal with PHANTOM9 together.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's me, Miyogi, and welcome back after a long while for some more Import Tuner Challenge, Shutokou Battle X. I have not abandoned this, okay? I just got hella busy. I was preparing something absolutely great for you guys. As you can tell, if it ever does appear in the intro or maybe later at the end of this video, I wanted to spice things up a bit as the further we go into the career mode of ITC. So I've actually also in-game prepared a little surprise. But before that, let's mute the audio. Okay, now we're ready. I got a little bit of a surprise prepared for y'all. So the first thing we're going to do is that we need to go through the Night and the Midnight Wanderers. That would be our priority. And the last would be the remaining teams that we have yet to defeat prior to facing PHANTOM9. With that being said, let's actually go through the list here. So according to my list, we have Wolf's Requiem, Gold License, Caffeine X3, and Matashichi the First. Unfortunately, Matashichi the First is someone we cannot beat until we finish the PHANTOM9 arc of the campaign. However, the others, we could. We just have a bit of a problem with regards to the requirements. Gold License, for example, we need to be at midnight and beat Yellow Desperado. And Yellow Desperado's requirement is that our car needs to have less than 124 miles on its odometer. Unfortunately, our car is way past that. And another case is Caffeine X3. We need a plate number with 333 and the day would should have a 3 in it, so we cannot do it right now. We need to do it in a latter time. Wolf's Requiem requires a full stock car, and we are not gonna nerf this boy. So what is our solution? I had these boys and gals prepared just for this occasion. Right? So the first person we need to pull out of the lot is... yeah, we need to call up our little friend Yamazaki, Raymond, to take care of Wolf's Requiem. So the first one we need to take out is Wolf's Requiem, full stock car, Shinjuku line. So we're gonna switch to the 34. And we're gonna make our way to said Shinjuku line. Bear with me when it comes to performance because I have not touched the controls of this game in a long while. And expect me to have a bit of some skill issues happening. I just noticed that Wolf's Requiem has the Windstar sticker. So just like Fleetfoot Valkyrie from the last episode... yeah, I knew it. Just like Fleetfoot Valkyrie from the last episode, Wolf's Requiem used to be a member of Windstars, one of the now defunct teams thanks to PHANTOM9. And we're also going to be using Caffeine X3 with the 34 because we already got the plate number set up. We just need to wait for 3 to spawn in on the date. Let's go actually first to the Wanderer list and check out Wolf's Requiem's lore. An ex-Windstars member in a stock Z32. Let's see what's up with him. Disbanded his team after losing a friend in an accident 6 years ago and now drives as if to atone for his sins. Many of his old teammates were deeply moved by this and came back to him on their own. Runs his engine almost to the breaking point and will not step off the gas until the last second when cornering. Uses his emergency brake to graze the wall when turning like he is possessed. So, no such context of what kind of accident. Is it related to the PHANTOM9 incident or not? That being said, where is Fleetfoot Valkyrie? So she was one of the last ones, probably a TXR3 newcomer. And then the PHANTOM9 incident happened and she basically just got axed ASAP because of dissolution. So next one we're going to target is Yellow Desperado. We cannot perform well in the stock 34, so we're going to be switching it up again. Yeah, this is my take on Platinum Prince. Midnight Cinderella, if you can tell by the body kit, it is a homage to her 2025 self. And Bloodhound. So, yeah, you see where this is going. You see what I'm about to do once we clear the wonders in the last team. There's gotta be some lore involved on my decision making on this one, but for now, I am enlisting their help with regards to taking every wanderer out, so we have no one else to interrupt us other than PHANTOM9. So we're gonna go to the Shiodome parking area now as Senpai. Now we need to find I think we found it. It is a yellow 34. I mean Evo. But before that, let's get some intel. Team Limit is a special team whose members all work in the same hospital. They put the teamwork they've learned on the job to use on the metro. It makes them pretty cohesive. Not only that, but they've also drawn the decision-making ability that they've cultivated practicing medicine behind the wheel. They're a solid team of racers overall. That was a good practice bout, thanks. Did I race you? I may have forgotten. I've been working security at Hamura General Hospital for more than a decade now. I'll tell you though, our team leader is a real son of a gun. I've never seen anybody with more intense competitive spirit. Not even Snake Eyes can touch him. Are you talking about Shima? That leader showdown? Yeah, I took a dive alright. I wanted to retire. You see, all our team is going for is its history. We've never really gotten our racing act together. I feel bad for Golden Beast, I admit. You got the potential to be a pretty decent driver. Racing is okay. What do you think of making long-distance parcel deliveries? Come and work for me. Hard pass. You know what LSD is? LSD stands for Limited Slip Differential, a crucial car component as far as driving is concerned. There are 3 kinds of LSDs: one-way, 1.5-way, and two-way. The one-way LSD works only when a car is accelerating, while two-way LSD kicks in on acceleration and deceleration alike. The 1.5-way LSD, on the other hand, kicks in mainly when accelerating, but it only slightly when decelerating, especially midway between the one-way and two-way. The thing to remember is you have to be careful with how you set the LSD, because it has a significant effect on your driving. That barely helped me at all, other than define the differences between the 3. Oh, alright, Silver Angel of Rings. Maybe, I got a team of my own right now. Maybe I could enlist their help in taking down the rest. So, but first, priorities. Nice! I'd like to race against such a brand new guy myself. Okay, it's a time attack, damn it. It's new Beltline, damn it! The handling of the RX, oh my god. I think I just made Senpai too much of a cornering machine. Oh god. I have to be extra careful. Ah! Yeah, this is a bona fide cornering machine. What have I done? Side note, this is my first time piloting any of these new cars, okay? And I'm already quite used to the understeery characteristics of the Z33. But as you can see, I am slowly getting used to the quirks of this highly upgraded RX-8 that I'm driving for the first time. Assuming I am on high-speed territory, I should be fine. Low speed though? My god, what traction. So you got the hang of your car already. You're pretty good. Right, and while we're here actually, let's take out the ring member.
Hamada's putting together a new custom car and I want to try it out. Would you mind racing me?
I mean, it's all down to Senpai. If she wants yes, then yes. Yeah, Senpai's RX-8 seems to be a bit on the drift-happy side. Not that I'm complaining. Also, this is the closest GT wing I could get for the RX-8. I know Cinderella's RX-8 in TXR 2025 is a much better wing than this. Ah, god. The oversteer. Gotta learn how to fight it. I'm not Senpai. Senpai can easily handle it like this.
Oh no, I lost. I'm gonna give Hamada a piece of my mind.
And we're not done with the RX-8 though. Oh no. Wait. It says here, King of Eden is looking for an RX-8 under 62 miles and is at Shinkanjo. Would he spawn if I enter Shinkanjo? Well, while we're here at least, it's already day 130, the start of the 3 days. So, bringing out the 34 again. And now that the stock requirement is already done per se, let me slightly modify this 34. Those are the only two. Wait, I was 5 million earlier. What happened? Alright, I think I met the requirements here. R34, there's a 3 in there. Plate number has a 3 in there. Plate day has a 3 in there. He should challenge me. Oh, Jesus Christ, it's not time yet. Hey, you got 4 3s on your license plate. Please, let me race you. Yeah, I'm not touching Phantom9 until we've gone over everyone on the list. It's kind of funny that he is posing the same kit as the Daikizi. Oh my god, this is bad. My power band is just stuck! How could you, bro? What? Omega clutch win! I thought bro had it! I thought bro was gonna win! Well, cards in my favor, not complaining! Bro had the W and brake too hard. Perseverance makes all the difference, they say. I'll stick with it. Yeah, you do that! I'll take my win and get out! Information first. If you want to see a real Mitsubishi Evo 8, head for the new ring road after dark. That's when top level with their totally customized cars hit the road. Got it in for the Imprezos driven by another star. They race each other night after night, with their mutual pride on the line. If you do see them, you may find yourself racing them, because Subarus aren't the only cars they go after. Yeah, you're kinda late to the party there, bro.
When I get in the groove, I get the tunnel vision, which can cause me to make trouble for other drivers before I know what's happened. I used to be so scared of that thought that I couldn't make a move. Nowadays, though, I figure that things will work out if I just apologize. I felt something in me transform when I saw Blue Speed, our leader, race for the first time. That sight has been with me ever since, even though I still can't catch up to them. Maybe I never will.
As more and more street racing teams vanish from the metro, I think that one major reason we've hung on is the potential intent inherent in our Mitsubishi Evo 8s. Aren't you guys Evo 9s? Another Star's Blue Speed doesn't give us much credit though. I think I'm gonna have to teach him a lesson one of these days. And why don't you? I was waiting for you to tandem against me. This group we ran into Osaka called No Loser was pretty wild. They're totally foolhardy, with a passion that you just don't find in typical street racing. Who's more into putting on airs. I hope I run into them again sometime. Wow, a rare W for No Loser getting praise? What? Shonen, okay, I need 4 more days for Shonen Affair. Let's take out Wild Child first. I actually also got a Subaru on hand here. So, just like to iterate here, if you are part of my Discord server, we have a Discord server link by the way, and read through the scripts of Fujin, you know who this Subaru is supposed to represent. And we're gonna take that Subaru to Dawn every 10 days. Damn it! Oh, no. Wild Child. So we're gonna take it to New Beltline. And there it is. Green Wild Child is the one that originally has beef with anyone from Osaka, a Naniwa number plate. Because there were no direct translations to number plates in Import Tuner Challenge when it was localized, they had to change the requirement. And apparently, weird enough, they chose to go with a Subaru requirement. I mean, it could have been better in a way. Oh my god, it's peaking. Oh my god, the Subis peaked out so quickly. What was I saying? Right. Had they translated the regions, because you get to pick the region you want, had they translated the regions, they could have kept the requirement of Green Wildchat's requirement being a Naniwa number plate. They do not need to go, they didn't need to go around to work around it. It would still play in their favor, per se. That's Wildchild out. Crybaby, Yoyogi Parking Area Turbocharged Vehicle. But I'm not gonna risk it with the Subaru. It peaked out too quickly. Let's bring out Top Rival here. I know I tuned this Evo far better. Let's go to Dawn, Daybreak. We're still far from Iron Triangle, which is 2 days away. So, Yoyogi PA. I hope they're both out here. So I got Panel Bomber and Crybaby. But first, let's go through intel. Seems that King of Eden is thinking of buying a new car sometime soon. I hear he goes to Route 4 if he hears that there's an RX-8 there that's got less than 62 miles on the odometer. What? Route 4. It should update me on the rival list. Loyal Knight who hangs out at the Yogi parking area apparently has over 621 miles on his car's odometer. And he says he'll only race against other drivers who got a similar mileage.
I have had it with all the rude street racers out there. I got so mad I nearly hit the horn. But I didn't. Because if you do that too much, you get a nasty handle. You better not lean on the horn too much either.
Okay, Panel Bomber. Panel Bomber's requirement above 400. With horsepowers and everything, you still need a car with a minimum type of engine if you expect to have a good time street racing. Okay, weird enough. So, if a certain engine is his requirement, no wonder he declined our race with the Z. Unfortunately for Panel Bomber, this is like the highest horsepower car in my garage at present. With acceleration that kills. 7.3 miles. Oh, time attack. And my problem with this Evo, I could barely see crap down this road. Because of its high body height. Okay, I'm hitting 190 on this Evo. Normally, I expect it to be under 186. Ah! Also, I don't think there's any other better wing out there for the Evo. That's why I went with this. I know it's not 100% lore accurate, but technically... At this point in the lore of Speed no Densetsu, especially the Mugen slash pre-Fujin stories, Seiji is experimenting on various kinds of wings. Oh, Jesus Christ, that long? At the other side of C1? Well, time to break in this Evo. And Panel Bomber is finally out. And I've got my money back. No thanks, Yamazaki. It sucks to lose a race that you felt you should have won. Dude, you were far away! What part of winning were you expecting? What's here? Crybaby, Z32, and yeah, these guys are just regular team members. Okay. So I knew that I only race turbocharged cars. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna make a man baby cry. Another! God damn these wanderers and their time attack battles! Dude, you better be going outward of C1, unlike Panel Bomber. Also, unlike the Z that easily, you know, helps me power slide, this one is so intensely grippy that not even handbraking would let it slide. It does point me to the right direction though, at least. But I would still be gripping it. And like the only way for me to make this car drift is to deliberately change the compounds. Softer on the front, stiffer on the rears. You know, it could have been crazy. I bring out the stock with exhaust modified Yamazaki 34 here and use that to defeat Crybaby. That would be ridiculous. Oh yeah, I bet I didn't have such and such properly adjusted. Otherwise, I never have lost. Excuses. Now that everyone here is just a member of a team, if I'm right. Yeah, 3 of them. From Urban Stars. So we have 2 members here, 3rd, a 4th. And then the team leader will be coming out right after. No, don't go out. So Route 4, let's double check on King of Eden's requirement thanks to that intel that we got. Route 4 is which one again? Is it Shibuya or Shinjuku? Route 4 Shinjuku, I'm dumb. There you are. How could you let a lady wait and be actually in the wrong place? You beltline my ass. You were here this whole time, weren't you? Also, before entering the map, I did some adjustments on the camber. I set it a bit to negative to reduce the intense oversteer. I was just talking about intense oversteer. I put in some negative camber to reduce the intense oversteer that we're getting out of Senpai's RX-8. Looks a bit stanced, not my kind of tea, but at least it corners much stable now. There's still some oversteer, but it's more manageable than last time. Okay, now that's out of the way. Who's next on the day list? 35 Mitsubishi Daytime Science. So we have to go back to Seiji now. And we're gonna head to Shibuya to face off against Iron Triangle. I was about to say equally matched and then I'm starting to pull. Oh, it kind of looks like Seiji's before and after. Iron Triangle is Seiji during Mugen. While we're the current Seiji, we're based off Fujin. Because Seiji changed the body color as a representation of changing life course or a reformed way of life. He used to be dark silver. But as soon as he swapped the 8's body kit for a 9 under the same CT chassis, he also changed the car paint to red. It's a bit of a good parallel if you ask me. It's also a bit of a throwback to the whole lore about silver blood, you know, Daiki being the silver, Seiji being the blood side. You know what? we've been using Cinderella too much, let's bring out Platinum Prince. Because the next one is, it's a Thursday. We need to face off against Shonan Affair at C1. And there he is. So we've gone over most of the rivals that we needed to take out. Last would be Gold License and the other ones. Maybe Gentle Rain if I double check that we got the body tune already for the Z. Yes, if you've noticed, I gave Platinum Prince a bit of... Why? Oh my god, I was not paying attention. Slither Eyes! I just noticed my bad name just now. Kinda neat. But it's not neat knowing Shonan Affair as just... Oh my god, it's happening again. Shonan Affair is taking advantage of me being ignorant and inept. Yeah, Platinum Prince is not gonna do the same mistake twice. And if you notice the plate number, there's a certain part of lore that is playing in here. So, remember, Platinum Prince had Cornering Artist as a brother. And what does Rotary Revolution represent in fiction lore? Basically, they are the TXR version of the Takahashi brothers. And yes, yeah, in this world, K-Suck is dead. So, this plate number is based on initial D, 63887. That is Keisuke's RX-7's plate number. Deliberately gave it to Platinum Prince. It's like he carried that plate number as a memento of his brother. And after the lore of ITC before the Snake Eyes arc, when Platinum Prince decides to, you know, align with Daiki and the rest and to take back the expressways from Phantom9, he decides to bring this bad boy out with an upgrade. So it's the same FD that he used, but we modified it further, and the union of both brothers from two sides of reality, dead and alive, carrying it via said plate number. So yeah, it's a bit of a romanticized concept for the Platinum Prince RX-7. But let's go over, let's see, Wolf's Requiem is done, Gold License, that's gonna be our next, Caffeine X3 is done, Yellow Desperado done, Iron Triangle done, King of Eden done, Loyal Knight next, Gentle Rain may be carried over to the next story, or the post-game content. Who else? Inferno Machine, over 10 million CP. Is it over 10 million CP earned? Or over 10 million CP currently? Well, only one way to find out, because you only got Gold License at night, and Loyal Knight, and Inferno Machine left. Shonen Affairs done, Silver Wolf, we're skipping Silver Wolf, we don't have a pre-90s car built yet. Green Wild Child is done, Panel Bomber, Crime Baby, Stalking Hammer, two of the same car, we unfortunately do not have that either. I think we're also done with the days as well. No! Oh, he's not out. So it's 10 million earned. 10 million on your current wallet.
You beat me in horsepower? But this car's my precious sidekick. I can't just trade it in.
An intelligence operative. What? Don't be ridiculous. I'm an engineer, that's all. Uh-oh, I gotta be going. Got a date with a babe. Man's got his priorities.
I traveled the world when I was young. There was Maria in Italy, Lisa in Spain, Natasha in Russia. Ah yes, I remember it well.
What are you, the personification of Mambo number 5?
Racing you gave me back a feeling I haven't had in ages. What's past is past, it's true. But our experiences are always with us.
Right, that's kind of heartwarming. Let us go. Oh, wait, I just realized. The one with the FD is a special title. Because we beat Platinum Prince. And you know what? I'll look at the bad name again. Because it is a unique bad name that we put there on the FD. And the last Wanderer is... Oh, wait. The last Wanderer is Gold License. And then we'll be back to team beating. I heard that Urban Star Spiral Blade is a politician with one of the main parties. Seems his secretary is also on the team with the handle of Unseen Shield. And this Unseen Shield gives stealthy support when Spiral Blade is racing, so they say. Oh, okay. Good lore. Yes, Urban Star spends more money as a team in customization than anyone else on the Metro. They looked at my jalopy and said, money talks when it comes to customization. That burned me, but good. I'll trash them the next I see them.
I thought I was pretty fast, but I was dead wrong. There's always someone better, I guess. I haven't been this excited in a long time.
Oh man, what a street racing team I've gotten mixed up with. How much do they spend on cars anyway? Tried to spend enough to keep up with them. The next thing I knew, I was up to my eyeballs in debt. You suppose it's true that Snake Eyes will give you all the funds you need to customize your car if you can get into PHANTOM9? Uh-oh, I see the MO. In that case, I'd go for it. Except I can't imagine how much it'd cost to customize a car to a level that Snake Eyes could accept in the first place. Now that I raced you, I want to know more about you and your car. I'd like to race you again sometime if the opportunity presents itself.
I race until late at night, so I can only go driving around this time. Consequently, people are starting to use a particular handle to refer to me. I've been deliberately showing up late at night so I could get just such a handle. I hope people will notice that before too much longer.
Like guys really love to fiddle with the little things, don't they? Whether it's cars or darts or fishing, they put different parts together and mess around with them. Like, I don't see what's so much about that. I mean, like, it's okay when they get all excited and talk about these things, but when they start tossing around terms like turbo or suspension, it just goes right over my head. Like, I wish they put down to the games once in a while and pay some attention to me too. Oh, Senpai would have noticed me.
Should I categorize her? You know what, we shall. Alright, so Loyal Knight is here. And while we're here, let's actually also beat Urban Stars while we're at it. So it's rare to find guys like you who drive one car for the long haul in this consumer society in which we live. I like that. Let's race. Oh, that's a neat build for Loyal Knight. And then suddenly Loyal Knight has one of the highest tuned Wanderer cars. I was like, oh no. Oh no, he's keeping up. I'll play around. It's 7 miles. It's another goddamn time attack. Bro was not hesitating to cut me off. But bro has a shorter gearbox than me. Yeah, it's the same end as the last two Wanderers. What is up with your Yogi parking area Wanderers and time attack races? I see that you really love that car. You make a good combination. So there's 3 of them. We'll start from right to left. Burning Long Spear is first. I won't even need 10 frames to take you down. 4 frames will suffice. Huh? Bro should have used all 10 frames. That's what you get for being cocky, Burning Long Spear. And I'm glad this time it's an SP battle. And you be a reasonable doubt in the first 500 yards that you were out of my league. Okay, so you know. So what's with the trash talk? Or maybe that was just realization when we started racing. Unfinished longsword. What is up with this team named after blades? Yes, I'm getting an image of me racing you. That's not an image, bro. We are actually racing, and oh my god, you're the time attack. Life doesn't... Life... Huh? Life doesn't a script is... Just get out of here. Last one we got is Spiral Blade. I'm not sure I should be racing you. I mean, you're a pretty good driver, right? This could be all show, no go. Best not to get one's hopes up. Okay, so they're actually 2v1. Yeah, 2v1. 2 Evos. Okay. And they both look like politicians. I mean, at least based on their silhouette. Another. What is up with you guys? And time attack races here in your Yogi parking area. What gives? You really are good. That's the metro for you. I want to be a street racer like you. How did you do it? Tell me the next time we meet. You'd spend a lifetime and never figure it out. Oh, he's talking to the politician. Okay, now I get it. Oh, there's a blue immovable battle axe. Is that an A70 dressed to look like a Mustang? Like that which is beautiful. Whether it be scenery, jewelry, women, cars, or most of all, racing. And the way you race is truly a thing of beauty. Everyone on my team has raced you says so. Now, race me, and show me the beauty in your driving. Oh my god, another time! After all, it would hardly be beautiful for me to let you get away with trashing my team now, would it? Why do you have to be a time attack? It's kind of weird to see the pop-up headlights still trigger even with the Mustang front bumper. It looks quite off. Okay, based on the distance, I think you're going upward now. And you're a team leader, so you should perform much faster. Oh yeah, you really are performing much faster. Good! Finally, a time attack battle worth my time. Come at me, bro. Come on. Show me your Mustang from Temu ain't just for show. Bro choked at the best moment. So sad. Okay, good. I was right. We are heading to C1. I acknowledge that I have been completely defeated. But was it truly due to your ability? I do not think so. There's ever been only a fine line between victory and defeat. In other words, you were fortunate. Okay, dramatic much? Oh, hey, who is this? Oh, no, we're not ready yet. If I'm gonna take out PHANTOM9, I'm gonna do it as a team. Not right now. Even if I could. I'm 2 mil away from summoning Inferno Machine. I don't want to ruin this. And unfortunately, we already beaten all rivals at nighttime. Yep, there he is. Gold license. In an eclipse. Oh my god, is that a makeshift Louis Vuitton livery? Using the G and L's instead of the L and V's. Yo, bro be flying. Bro be choking. But if we go through the Wanderer list once more. Dun 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 dun. Matashichi the first should be the only one left. Yep. Midnight. We got Inferno Machine and Gentle Rain. Gentle Rain we cannot because we do not have the according parts yet. Inferno Machine, we're 1 mil away. I guess we just need to beat a team or two. And Matashichi the second, we can't. And here, Stalking Hammer, we need two of the same car. And Midnight Silver Wolf, a pre-90s vehicle which we do not have. Maybe the Z32 would work, but it would also mean I have to forego my requirement to beating Inferno Machine. Which is what we're aiming for. So, given that, in Daybreak we got Blood Tears, Freedom Light, and Juicy Heaven to beat. I believe they're all parking area rivals. Yup. Blood Tears especially. And under all, The Bone is all parking areas at Shibuya. Okay, but the first ones that we're gonna take out would be at Midnight is Rings. And oh yeah, I forgot, B-Legend has that one guy. I skipped out on it on the last episode. I wanna try something stupid. Bloodhound. And remember the lore of B-Legend? Previous 13 Devils and 12 Zodiac members. Only one thing left to do. Tatsumi parking area. But first, let's check in. That's a lot of intel. Second Chance is made up of people who raise the Metro in an attempt to overcome setbacks in their lives. Don't misunderstand though, they're not simply looking for sympathy. It's powerfully moving to watch them try to overcome their problems through racing. In fact, such sentiments might well be the reason why they go so fast.
Rumor has it that there's a street racing team at the Metro Expressway that's made up of agents from various national intelligence agencies. It's called Secret Code. Figures, doesn't it? They've all had expert level driver training, and there's no way they'll let you give it the gun at 200 miles an hour. If you do something stupid like beat them, you might just disappear.
Why am I still here talking to you?
We're in the Nitro age now. If you want it cheap and good, come and talk to me. I get the best Nitro from the US.
Pass.
I put together a team once, but I never imagined I'd join a team myself to go street racing. I think Bloodhound is really something in that regard, because he races alone. Oh, then pray tell, what a coincidence!
Fujimaki.
Bloodhound, what are you doing here?
Oh, I'm accompanying my new best friend.
When I was driving around by myself, not part of any street racing team, the racer who is now the leader of my current team invited me to join him. He had to come looking for me 3 times, though because I said I was either not at home or else asleep. But how could I say no to that kind of persistence?
I guess I got a little puffed up 5 years ago, but that all changed with the advent of Speed King. I didn't come back to the Metro until after he was defeated. Once I did though, it didn't seem to have that same glow anymore. To tell you the truth, I wasn't at all sure whether to accept Supersonic Napoleon's offer to join his team or not. Now, however, I'm glad I did.
The doyen of the New Ring Road, ASF's leader, used to be the car club at a team at a private college, and Love and Fantasy Erotica was an underclassman in that team. The story is that he begged the doyen mercilessly to join the doyen's current team, until the doyen finally gave in against his better judgment.
Ooh, spicy tea.
I found this really good ramen shop a while back called Twilight over by Ring Road 7. The owner is also a habitué of the Metro driving a Nissan Silvia. Seems he's out trying to find a street racer who saved his life.
Oh, that's a lot of good lore! But before that, we need to take out this guy. The one who pirated all the 13 Devils and 12 Zodiacs who accepted.
It's been a long time since I got this worked up before a race. It feels as though I finally met the opponent I was destined to face. I will take out the card that defeated Skull Bullet, and in so doing, create a new Metro legend.
Yeah, about that. You're gonna be facing me this time, not the guy who beat Skull Bullet.
Who are you, bro?
I am the original 13 Devils member. But again, this is a dumb decision on my part. I have not tested how well this Aristo runs. Yeah, Bloodhound's gearbox is not as good as I thought it would be. Just because it has 560 horsepower under the hood does not mean it runs well. But it's quite stable and corners quite easily. Sad that the Aristo does not carry some sort of rare title when you equip the Bloodhound sticker, despite the fact that Bloodhound himself uses said Aristo. Oh wow, Supersonic Napoleon is just gone. Thank you for bringing back my old team members and the rival team that we were destined to face off with before. But someone from your team should have been the leader, not you. Okay, I would at least say Bloodhound's battle car is quite competent. I mean, his upgraded form is.
Why do I feel so calm despite having been beaten? Why? Could it be that I have been so obsessed with winning and losing in street racing that I've forgotten what really matters? If so, then you have helped me to remember. At last, I truly stand at the starting line of my quest to become the legend.
You mean the quest to be legend? I'll step out. Alright, so we've showcased all the cars that we've got, and we're 500,000 yen short. So who's left? Double check the rival list. So how many do we got here? We have Mina Bird and Hamada the Customizer, 2 FDs. Could have been better if we brought in Platinum Prince for this, but
I can't win! My secret training regimen is useless. I may as well quit the team. Then leave. Hamada really bugs me because he thinks nothing of tuning everybody's cars, not just ours. And he does that on the side, not as part of his business. I have to admit though, that lack of concern on his part is actually part of why people like him.
Isn't that kind of dangerous?
I think Goto is capable, if a little gloomy. What really gets to me is that know-it-all expression on his face. Did we lose because I was late to the race? I'm doing the best I can, you know. I just don't know why I didn't get there on time.
Then wake up earlier.
People seem to think there's something pathetic about game development. The typical concept is one of staying late or overnight at the office. But the fact is, conditions that harsh hardly ever occur. I think people just like letting their imaginations run away with them. Of course, that's not to say that such conditions don't ever occur. You know, when you're in trouble, when you find that you can't recall what you last slept at home. But like I said, that sort of living hardly ever happens, you know.
Yeah, maybe it's a case-to-case basis depending on some game development companies. Some do it better than others. They have better time management. Or they have wider time frames. I want people to recognize that I'm a competent street racer. I figured I can make a name for myself by taking you the... Oh my god, time attack battle. Okay, surprisingly, Bloodhound performs just as good as the enemy AI. The rivals at least, not the team leaders. I think we've built a solid Aristo for once. Looks like it's gonna be a while yet before anyone treats me as a competent street racer. You'll get there, bud.
It's not a bad customization job. It's hardly the real thing, though.
Yeah, I like Hamada, the mechanic here, even in other iterations of TXR. Is one of the best looking FD tunes. At least prior to the Ari Amemiya era. Oh, now you're going Shinkanjo. Well, at least I got some variety out of this. Despite it having only 4 gears. It's a step up from its boss form. The boss car, the Aristo, is utter trash. I tried and tested it. It was highly disappointing. The RX-8 was hard to control. The one decent one was only Platinum Princess FD. The Aristo, it's such a slug. The tunable Aristo, like this one, was way better than Bloodhound's Aristo. And we just need to beat the Rings leader, and we have finally gotten enough to fight off against Inferno Machine.
A Hamada custom job. Beaten. I can't believe it. I guess I let it go to my head how good these were.
Yeah, you're fighting off against someone who used to be a member of the 13 Devils. Okay, I thought that was the team leader there. Alright, so we're switching back to Daiki now that we showcased everyone. Prior to that one, let's check some intel. Oh, highly fitting.
Mr. Nigaki, who's a patient at our hospital, is an investment advisor for a securities firm. He's very rich, but his recent physical shows he's not in very good health. Despite Dr. Mitsugawa advising him to give up racing on the metro, it looks as though he's still out there.
Me and my pals, High Speed White Blade and High Speed Blood Rain, are known around these parts as the 3 Musketeers of the Highway. You're not a real racer if our names don't make you nervous. One of these days we'll take over Max Racing. How'd you like to join us?
Pass. Did you get a good look at my tail slide? What, you didn't have time because you were going faster than I was? That's messed up. No, you're messed up. I thought I knew a thing or two about cars, but racing against you I realized there's still a lot to learn I don't know. I hope you'll race with me and teach me more stuff.
I think it's about time I change my tires. Soft grip tires wear out more rapidly, which makes them more costly. I suppose the way I drive might have something to do with it, come to think of it.
I hear you can also get handles for the average speeds you get in a race. And since you've chosen to be a road racer, then you want handle that signifies the fastest speeds at least once in your career. Hot.
I love a good turbocharger. I get chills when the turbocharger kicks in. Unlike a supercharger, the turbocharger runs on car exhaust, which means the more engine RPMs you have, the more power you get. So it's not much to use at low RPMs because you don't get enough power output. There's just no substitute for it at higher power levels though.
Oh, I just realized it's an A70 Supra to look like a Trans Am. Wait, Lone Jackal, aren't you in a GTR?
I knew the time would come when we would race against each other. I can usually tell when fast street racers show up. You see, it was the same way when Speed King came around too. I don't dare lose because I'm responsible for the traditions of the Ring Street Racing team. And I will prove to you that we are the fastest team on the metro.
Okay, good. SP battle, fine. Finally. And then I just jump to Shibara PA, take out Inferno Machine, and we good. Oh my god, he has the Kit Black Grill. I forgot that the A70 is the closest thing we could get to a Trans Am. Okay, just die, Lonely Jackal. I have another team left at dawn to face off with. Okay, good. Now I'm at 10 mil. Inferno Machine, you're next.
What have I been thinking? I now believe that I am nearer now to the heart and soul of street racing than I was before, and I race against you in your car.
What, no follow-up? There we go, Inferno Machine, you finally spawned in. Another A70.
You're rich, aren't you? Let's show you that you don't need money to win.
This is gonna be anticlimactic. For him.
I guess money does count after all.
Duh. So we got 1, 2, 3, and the fourth one's the team leader. Scramble Wyvern, Golden Unicorn, Dancing Devil Dog. So, we'll start here.
Okay then, let's get over to the main event. You ready, Kashiyama? Yeah, ready when you are.
This is not gonna end well for these two. Oh, 70 and 80 Supra. It's a time attack.
I'm being a dick.
One's dead. So the 70 Supra is on my tail. And we do the high speed section. And you know what? I need to improve my gearbox. It's all a high speed drag race, it seems. I'm popping out. By the 9s, I'm peeking. Yeah, Shibuya's gonna be a bit of a trouble for me if I don't have a high enough gearbox that hits at least 200.
This is going on the air. Stay tuned. That's a wrap.
Oh, they were filming it? Oh, wait, forgot. Intel. That's a lot.
I hear that actor Takashi Tobikawa founded a team called The Bone, whose members are all in the industry and pretty fast too. If you race them, be sure to get their autographs.
Guilty Phoenix, who works as an assistant director at one of the big TV stations, can always be found hanging around Dancing Devil Dog, who's a director there. It's the same on the Metro Expressway too. Guilty Phoenix is very proactive when Dancing Devil Dog is challenged to a race. DDD treated him as a nuisance at first, but now he seems to be used to having him around, and relies on him when he's racing.
Hey, listen to this. Midnight Cinderella has no ambition at all. You might not think it's so to look at her, but she's really pretty solid. She turned me down when I offered to teach her about makeup, and when I asked why, she said, "There's a racer that I'm after. I'm trying to focus solely on that objective."
You take that back what you said about Senpai!
What does Takashi think he's doing racing so late at night when we got a location shoot tomorrow? I know that we're the fastest team on Route 3 thanks to him, but this stuff doesn't pay the freight. Scramble Wyvern is really something. Usually stays in his team leader's shadow, but his time will come. If he just puts his mind to it. What matters in street racing as well as in acting is whether one can rise to the occasion or not. Seems to me that this time is fast approaching, when he'll have to decide whether he's going to end up as Takashi Tobikawa's student, or make his own big break.
Hey you! You need to take out your car! Are you putting stylish vinyl panels on it? Plain cars are boring! Aerodynamics are crucial too. It doesn't take much of a change there to alter a car completely, I tell you. And there's neon too. You need neon if you want to stand out in front of the crowd.
Yeah, pass.
The key here is to choose colors that won't clash with your car's paint job, while also being stylish and mature with appearance.
Seems there are some handles that mirror sound which will make you quiver all over. You get these by hitting racing opponents with sedans. Oh, and you need commensurate driving skills too.
Alright, not much intel other than Midnight Cinderella's MO.
I hear you're a big name around these parts. How about a little friendly racing?
Another time attack. You know what? I should get used to this.
That's the way to race. We've got something here, a solid 20% usable footage at least.
Did you just take advantage of our race just to get movie material? Without my knowledge?
All I want is to be acknowledged.
You're not getting that from me, bro.
Wow, how did you learn to drive like that?
Last one is, oh, another FD. Infernal Serpent, team leader.
I know what you're thinking. The Bone goes around calling himself the fastest team in the Shibuya routes, but they're not really such a big deal. I tell you though, it's too soon for you to be making such judgments. Race me first, then give us your opinion. You don't yet know just how amazing a team we really are.
About your team, bro.
I kinda axed them all and you're the only one left. What team are you talking about? Is that a car dealer shop at the intersection? A lot of RX-7s at this end of Shibuya though. Oh my god, bro is pacing. This is gonna be a slow burn on SP. Bro is just right behind me. Bro is slipstreaming on me. I'm gonna have to hightail it out on C1. Exactly right before the crash. I'm goods.
You're pretty good. Street racers like you are few and far between. I hate to say it, but right now, I don't have what it takes to go the distance with you. In fact, that might be true of most other street racers too.
Anyone? Oh no! Last one, we're traveling around parking areas. Dome first, then Kiyobashi. Shibaura, then Tatsumi. I should remember that. Intel first, do we have anything new?
Just so you know, there's no such thing as a perfectly customized car. Every car can have faults and breakdowns. At any time, the trick is getting as close to perfect as you can. And that's what I think customization is all about.
You got some good numbers this time around. Just what I expect from the car that took down the Skull Bullet. There aren't many racers who can coax maximum performance out of their cars. Our leader Harvest Waltz is one of these. Whether a car thrives or not ultimately depends on its driver. That is, you can customize a car all you want, but it's all for nothing if the driver hasn't gotten what it takes to draw all out on that performance.
I guess what I really need my own car to go all out. What's that? Why don't I use my own car? Huh, good question. There's been an upsurge in guys wanting to sign up with Harvest Waltz, the leader of Freedom Light. But he personally tests them to see if they got what it takes. They say he's ruthless in the way he rushed them out. I bet it must be hard to maintain your membership once you manage to get it. The C1 Loop is a veritable war zone early in the morning. Two recently formed teams are fighting it, out for supremacy. Blood Tears is made up of hardcore racers led by undying duelists. Need more than ordinary skill and hardware to beat them. Well, we'll see about that. No! Let's start first with duality. You've merely been lucky in getting this far. That won't last with me.
Yeah, you should tell yourself that.
Does this mean that this is just luck? Well, doy. Why do you think I skipped your battle, bro?
I'm honored to run a live broadcast of your defeat. Yeah, why not practice that on yourself after I'm done with you? Hey, what's going on? I didn't expect this to happen. Okay, so you're another Supra.
Fitting. No one has caused my team so much grief. I felt as though I've been the first street racer in a long time who's actually worth the effort it takes to beat. You may be feeling good because you took down Skull Bullet, but I'm gonna show you what a bad place the Metro can really be.
Wow, edgy to the bone. Right, where will you take me? Okay, C1? Alright. Can your Supra do that? I don't think so. Okay, but your Supra can do that. Please don't spawn in another person. I just want to beat this team already. In fact, I've noticed that this one has a lot of members. I just beat all of the non-PA guys off screen. Or was it on another episode?
Jeez, you beat me. What an upset. But the curtain is not yet rung down on the show. I hereby turn over the title of fastest street racer on the Metro to you. Because I believe that you can succeed where I failed.
Bro, you just self-proclaim yourself to be the fastest. What? Let's go to the next team. No. It's all done. It's all done. Kiyobashi is next. 2 members there, just like last time. Check the intel first.
I do recommend just cruising the C1 in the wee hours right now, because you might just get dragged into races between Freedom Light and Blood Tears. And you see, no matter how much Freedom Light wants to run clean, they won't give an inch to Blood Tears. It comes down to a showdown between rival powers. Though you might stand a chance if you were a better driver than both of them. Possibly.
I've had a rivalry going on with Freedom Light's leader, Harvest Waltz, since we first started racing around these parts. We started teams around the same time and have competed ever since to see which of us will be the fastest on the Metro. I want nothing better than to see him eat his heart out when I beated him.
Oh, so that's why you gave your self-proclaimed title to me. Oh.
If I got my fingernails off a cliff hundreds of meters in the air, racing was even more intense than that. I'm willing to believe that you took down Skull Bullet alright. You hung on from the start to finish. When all was said and done, you won. I double-checked my data. It was perfect. I was driving better than usual, yet you beat me. So that's supposed to mean. Even I say, sorry, but I gotta go. I got a report to write. I still want to race even just a little longer. At this rate, I really might end up repeating this year. I really like 4-wheel drive vehicles. That burst of acceleration you get as you come out of a turn is terrific. I mean, they just grab the road and won't let go. It's the best.
I know, right? Why do you think I'm in love with the 34?
You won't believe this, but I'm about to race the driver who took down Skull Bullet. Keep rooting for me and stay tuned.
Are you live streaming this? Is this supposed to be Reiji? Oh, okay, it's... Oh no, it's gonna reach Tatsumi parking, isn't it?
Oh man, I'm gonna get cancelled for this.
Really? That's what your only problem is? Wait, I'm seeing somebody rare at the side. Oh. Oh, it's family. Alright, so Lunatic Baby's next.
Hey, there's a street racer that even a newbie like me might be able to beat, alright?
SP Battle? Yeah, in your dreams, bro. And I misread Lunatic Lullaby as Lunatic Lullababy. Because he sounds like a newbie when he had that opening dialogue. So I misread that as Lunatic Lullababy. Not my fault. Hey, did I just get 14 mil flat?
I feel as though I've showed the gap between your ability and mine.
Okay, there we go. Harvester Waltz.
When I heard that some street racer was giving my team the runaround, I immediately thought it must be Undying Duelist, but it turned out to be you instead. So now, there's one more street racer for me to take down. So, you'll be removed from my list of street racers to take down once this is all over.
SP Bell? Yeah, good luck with that. I'll take you to C1 like what I did with the Lullaby Baby. Though Undying Duelist entrusted me with the task of beating you, I'm doing this for myself, thank you very much. Both of you weren't... You know what? I would at least say this. Undying Duelist was a better competition than this FD would ever be. Because imagine, coming out of the hairpin and still fighting. I gotta give props to where it's due. Especially for Undying Duelist Supra. One last team, and it's the final team now.
My car, feared by street racers all over the C1, has been beaten by a car with nothing more than an ordinary customization, and in a single race too. I may have been too proud in some way. I was convinced, and for no good reason, that my car was absolutely unbeatable. I think, however, that I have learned anew that there are no absolutes in this place.
Wow, bro learned a new life lesson today. Just by taking an L from me. We got... No, not you. We got Voluptuous Aquamarine and Beautiful Moonstone.
Would you care to race me?
Oh my god, time attack. Please be the drag race. Yes, it's the drag race.
I'm so burned.
Oh my god, filler.
It seems to me that the only thing that will make me feel better is if I take you down.
Yeah, good luck with that, lady. Oh, before I bounce, I have to go check intel.
I'm not likely to recover anytime soon. You're a stinker. Yes, you are.
Well, sorry.
There's a street team called Aquarium, which is made up of bachelor street racers. Seems they started out as mixers, but now they're a pretty dedicated street racing team. Their big problem now is they can meet someone, race her, and end up beating her, costing themselves a chance to even talk to them.
That sounds like a dare problem.
Losing to you hurts. I think I'll sell off one of my holdings in the condo district so I can get a new car.
I just exchanged words with Juicy Heaven's seductive amethyst, ayo. This is big. This is really big. I just gotta put the pedal to the metal.
Someone's aroused.
My bros say I'm living the good life, but that's not how it is at all. I have my share of troubles and woes too.
but words alone wouldn't get that across. I guess we'll just have to race for him to get the message. My R34 versus his. Yep, one of these days. We're gonna have to see once and for all which of us is faster.
I'm rooting for you, bro.
Just no good. Why can I take the pressure any better than this? Never have beaten me if I could only overcome that weakness. Now there are bound to be teams you're not gonna like, as well as teams that you're not gonna have an easy time with. I've heard tell though that you can get a special handle if you only race against certain teams. If that's what you want though, then it's nobody's business but yours.
Alright, the last travel. So that PHANTOM9 is the only one remaining. Let me check intel first.
Mad Tripper, Heart of Pop, and You Wave Forever are known as the most intense members of Aquarium. Because they want to get married more than... What? They always come on to a woman as a group though. You Wave Forever makes the fast break, while Heart of Pop watches out for him as he follows in his wake.
Oh, so they're orbiters.
And Mad Tripper cautiously brings up the rear. Invariably though, they all collectively wipe out. At some point, they began hanging out together a lot as a group, and apparently adopted this sequence when racing too.
Oh no.
Have you heard of the all-female Juicy Heaven Street Racing Team? They're all hot babes who could probably have any man they wanted eating out of their hands. They're also pretty good behind the wheel. Take them for granted and they'll take you out before you know what hit you. The loveliest Rose has the sharpest horns.
Hey, Yuichi! Can you see how fast I'm going in the RX-8 you gave me? It's like a child, and I'm going to keep on racing it.
I was dating this girl all 3 years ago, you see, but my work wasn't going well and I got deep into debt. So I ended up saddling her with it. I'll apologize if I ever see her again.
Wow, so much tea! Hey, did you need to laugh that badly? Well, go ahead. My own son beat me just the other day, albeit in a computer racing game.
I'm sorry, Harumi, but I made up my mind. I'm not coming home until I get to the top in this place.
Alright, last one. Passionate Topaz.
Be grateful for the chance to race me.
SP Battle. Be grateful I gave time for you, lady! I wonder though, why do they call their team Juicy Heaven? It sounds provocative.
Damn, I nearly won that time.
Nearly? Really? Oh god, hot.
I figured you'd be coming along about now.
Hey, yo! Oh wait, sorry, wrong context.
When my team talked about you, it sent tremors through me. And now that I've seen your car, I'm convinced that all the street racing I've done to date has been to confront you. So let's go out and see which of us is faster.
Oh god, time attack battle. This is gonna end at Ginza. I just have one question. Why do you name your team Juicy Heaven? What part of it is juicy? Bro, her ZB pulling. Her Z be choking. Alright, one quick save and we shall deal now with PHANTOM9.
Oh wow! I'm burning up! I never felt like this before! Racing your car was unlike anything I imagined. I wish I could have won, but I'm glad to have the experience. Let's do it again if the opportunity presents itself. I don't intend to lose more than once, though.
She got horny after losing to me, what the heck. She still hasn't answered my question. What did she mean when her team name is described as Juicy Heaven? What is Juicy? Alright. So, this is my strategy when we're gonna face off against PHANTOM9. The reason why I built those cars. I'll let a bit of this cutscene do the talking. Well, now that the lore has explained itself, by the way, this is the Speed Legend lore, collaborated with Tokyo Extreme Racer, unofficially of course. So, we're gonna do just that. We're first gonna start off with Bloodhound, and Bloodhound will be taking on Namahage. Namahage is at the Yoyogi parking area. And to make it intense, everything will happen on midnight. Let's see first if there's anyone who would be talking with us. Just two. Stalking Hammer races down Route 4 appears to be stymied as to what make of car to choose yet again. Here's racing in search of cars whose owners like them so much that they buy another one. If you want to race Gentle Rain, I suggest you customize your car's chassis to the max. He's a metal worker, you see, so he tracks down years about heavily tricked out cars and heads for Route 4. Thanks a lot, Mr. Rapper. Okay. First leg against PHANTOM9. We got Namahage. You wanna go for it? Okay. Sure. Don't worry, Daiki. I got this. He's an old friend of mine. I'm sure he'd indulge me this once. The devils may have been over, but it doesn't mean that I'm getting rusty. First of PHANTOM9, we got Namahage and his A70 Mustang. An SP battle. Okay, he may be pulling, but we start off with a bit of a chicane, so we got some room to recover. You just have to be smooth through the corners. Oh, he choked. We both did. And we got it. Now that is a battle. Well, at least on that early half. For this one, to be safe, I'ma take it to C1 inner. If I have a bit of a gap, I would have been ballsy enough to take it to the outer loop. But hey, this is Bloodhound we're talking about. He's part of the top 3 fastest around the inner loop, so it has to happen here. One down. With a 3 million bonus to boot. I've waited for you. For 3 long years I've waited. I cut ties with my past and joined PHANTOM9 because I knew that a street racer like you would come along one day. Take Snake Eyes down. You truly are deserving of the title fastest street racer of the Metro. I just didn't think you would play mind games with us. Send out Bloodhound, Speed King's top aide, in your place. Oh, and it ends right there for the first day. Alright. The next one on the list would be Platinum Prince. Platinum Prince would be going to the C1 Inner. I believe it is Shiodome. I could be wrong though. No, I'm right. Let's check Intel first. People have this perception of electric game developers as being chaotic places in various respects, and as someone who works in a software house, I have to say that this is true to one degree or another. I know, you're wondering why I would like to admit to working for such a company, if I felt that way about the work I do. Well, sometimes I agree with that sentiment, for example, when I see regular company offices on TV. And I catch myself thinking, why don't they have action figures on their desks or comic magazines lying around the office? Shouldn't you? Isn't that like, helps your mental health? I can't very well chew out the leader if I get beaten like this. If you know any good racing teams out there, give me an introduction. Today has been a security guard at the hospital for more than a decade. Or Tony, for that matter. He's been a friend of mine since I was in school. In fact, I've known for the longest time that he races the Metro. I got into street racing myself because I admired him. Gay.
I lost. I guess I'm just too concerned with safe driving. Maybe I should try being bolder with my racing style.
Losing to a race I liked just won't set a good example for Mina Bird. So don't tell him about it. Right, next one is the Kurosaki brothers for Platinum Prince. So we got Crimson Kid, Golden Wisdom, and Old Iron Man.
Hey! I think our sucker is back again.
Say, you're the street racer supposed to have taken Skull Bullet down. I think we'll just show you what our group can do.
Yeah, this would be a good opportunity to show Snake Eyes just what we're capable of. We're taking you down.
Unfortunately, you'll be facing against me. This is my territory, and I'm not gonna allow any obnoxious kids to ruin it for everyone. So this one is a chain race, one after another. Alright, take me where you wanna go. C1 with pleasure. Okay, so first off is Crimson Kid and his 350Z, and boy is he pulling! I won't be surprised if I would be looping the entire C1 loop in Rio Sucks FD. Oh, I see the title now, Slither Eyes. You get that by equipping the FD with the Platinum Prince sticker on your car.
Alright, beating Crimson Kid first, and we get a next one. Our next target is... Is that a woman in your car side door? Golden Wisdom. Everyone thinks they can take down the creator of the fastest on the roads tierist. The thing about Platinum Prince, the thing about Ryo Suck, he will take extreme corners, extreme racing lines just to get the lead, to maximize the power that this RX-7 can do, just like in Initial D. Oh, I just realized I'm in max gear. And I am gonna loop the C1! Yeah, at this rate, I am gonna loop the C1. Oh my god, 34. Old Iron Man in the 34, my god. In a sense, kind of fitting. An RX-7 and against a GTR. Still not enough to take down Platinum Prince though. I'm here to take revenge for my brother's death. All three of you would be going down not with me, but by me. Yeah, that seems to be an easy win for Plat Prince, for Ryo Suck. Kinda happy that is all going according to plan. We're destroying their plans on getting further intel.
Oh man, that's what I get for not paying attention. Damn, that's what I get for not paying.
Bro, he's just repeating the same thing.
To think that we, the three Kurosaki brothers, would lose. I could see why that man is so fond of you. Kinda surprised as well that Platinum Prince of all people is the one that took us down.
Huh. You're King Speed, aren't you? I've been looking for you. I wanted to study your driving technique for the longest time. Isn't it fitting that we finished Platinum Prince's arc and he has a cutscene with Jinte?
You do know that I'm out of the street racing game, right?
That's not true. King Speed will never quit street racing. Even after you quit the Metro. Surely you know that better than anyone else. We're getting more lore about Jinte at this rate. Kinda liking it. Break level 5, LSDS, Crimson Kid, Golden Wisdom, and Iron Old Man. Next up on the list, we are pulling out Senpai. Senpai's target would be her most challenging race yet, because we're taking her outside of the C1 loop and taking her to the high-speed section of Shibuya. Because we're done with the Yoyogi area, Shibuya is next in line. And Cinderella Senpai's rival would be Dirty Fox. But prior to that, let's check some intel. There's a rumor going around that say you can get different handles depending on what times you frequent. Me, I'm sticking to the late night hours because that's the kind of handle I want. I hope that it won't be too long before people start noticing. Didn't you just say the same thing or some other person said the same thing?
Hey, you! Maybe you beat me, but don't look at me as if I'm good for nothing. I've only just started out of street racing. Next time for sure, you'll say you got me.
You're not a bad driver, you know that? I'll have to see you in action again sometime.
I may not be as good as the other members of my team, but I've had my driver's license for 7 years now. I'm so mad about being beaten like this that I won't be able to sleep at night. I won't let it end this way. Came out of the turns okay. Was there a problem with extending my top speed? No, that wasn't it either. Man, why did I lose? Speed King is ancient history now. I mean, Snake Eyes is the current fastest street racer in the Metro, right? The team he leads, the PHANTOM9, sure seems fast enough too. I would like to race them myself one of these days, but I bet they wouldn't have anything to do with a beginner street racer like me.
Yeah, and he never will.
Senpai.
Yeah. I gotta be calm like the time I raced you.
Looks like this is gonna be a fun race.
You know, hearing her speak, I hate her already.
Alright, I can now see why you targeted her, Cinderella.
And...
Nothing. Go do your thing. You can take her. I have faith in you.
just to be fair, I don't. Remember, Shibuya Line is a straight road, so I have to make do with what I got.
But now we get to see the battle between Cinderella and Dirty Fox, FD versus RX-8. Oh really? We started both this side? I thought I was gonna be in the other side. Okay, I need a bit some full focus here. The FD has more power and more acceleration than our RX-8 would ever have. We just need a clean, smooth run and pray and hope that the traffic actually plays on our end, on our favor here. Because if it doesn't, we only have one shot at this, and it's at C1. Once we enter Kasumigaseki, we need to not be that far behind from the RX-7, just so we could have a fighting chance against Dirty Fox. Okay, I see her, I see her. Will we make it before the junction though? Okay, she tapped the wall. I heard that.
Once we get into C1, it is my territory.
Yeah, you said it, Senpai. I was already, fairly certain you were gonna take an L there.
Who says I'm gonna lose? I'm not gonna lose until I see Jintei back in the highways.
Yeah, I forgot. That is her motivation this entire time.
Oh no, how could I have lost? Boo!
Hey, did I come at a bad time or anything? No, Bloodhound, you just came on time. Our strat is actually working. Dirty Fox was kind of distracted. She was expecting a closer fight with the Z, but she kind of let her guard down, and Cinderella took the W. Alright, but just to give you some context here, do you want to hear the real reason why Speed King quit the Metro? 3 years ago, his girlfriend was suddenly taken ill. But nothing mattered to him more than cars at that time, and she died without hardly seeing him while she was in the hospital. And I guess that once she was dead, he finally figured out what was really important. He wasn't for anything after that. His driving lost its spark, and he couldn't race much either. He had to quit the road. But I think he's finally figured out how he really feels about things. Now, our plans are going smoothly as you said. For what's left, take out PHANTOM9, thrash Snake Eyes, and use your driving skill to bring Speed King back to his senses. Oh, you bet I will. Besides, I did tell you guys, remember? This is gonna be my last favor to all of you. Oh wow, thanks to Cinderella, she gifted us an engine level 7 and a 1.5 way LSD body tune level 5. Oh my god, I am so installing them. We'll put it on the Z first. Should we put it on the Z? You know what? This shouldn't be the time for us to get the upper hand. We're gonna come in against PHANTOM9 in our current build, so we are gonna do so. Now, the last of the strat. Now that the 3 C1 Masters have already defeated the members of PHANTOM9 in their respective areas, it's now time to make sure that they don't get a single drop of intel of the Z. That's why we're bringing out Seiji. This is where the cutscene comes into play. And we've already known how Seiji's Evo deals, so we're actually gonna modify it a little bit more. Right, I think Shibaura is where the next enemy is at. We've seen it on multiple attempts when we were cleaning house, so they should still be there. But first, intel.
Taking a nap is the thing to do when you're feeling tired. Would you mind waking me in 20 minutes? When necessary changes, it's a sure bet that there's someone in the shadows pulling the strings. For example, that someone comes along who takes out all comers, except for one particular street racer. People are naturally going to start assuming that these two are in league. Moreover, the more renowned this racer gets, the more likely people are starting to refer to him by a special handle, signifying that he is, in fact, a manipulator.
I know that does not play into the gameplay side of things, but it is kinda lore intriguing.
Supersonic Napoleon, the leader of B Legend, also heads up a popular stage company. Some team members are also apparently part of the troupe. I would have seen him perform, but the show was sold out. Bummer.
Wait, the 12 Zodiacs perform at a troupe?
I wish I could say there's nothing that my car cannot do, but I need to strengthen the chassis before I can get any more horsepower out of it. I could trade up to an R34, I suppose, but this car and I have been through a lot together, and I could bring myself to part with it.
You're the one in the 32, right? Okay. The last of the 3 of PHANTOM9. a survival battle between Mad Murdock, Dark Tengu, and King Sandstorm.
Oh my, alright, Dark Tengu! Oh my god, the weeaboo! Oh! I'll prove to Snake Eyes that I'm more competent street racer than you!
Don't strain yourself. It won't take the three of us to whip this sucker. I agree, but you can never be too sure. Let's show him why the name of Phantom9 strikes terror in the hearts of other street racers. Who the hell is this crud running in the red Evo?
Shut up and let's just get this over with. Alright, that's gonna be a multi now. First, we got Mad Murdock in the R32. Yami Tengu in the Impreza. And King Sandstorm in the Evo. So it's an all-wheel drive festival. GTR, Evo, Impreza, and us. Alright. This should be easy pickings for Seiji.
Lead the way, you idiots.
So whatever route Yami Tengu does is the route that those two are gonna take. So the strat here is that I will let them lead all the way down here at Ginza. And once we enter Fukushima, I will... No. Alright. King Sandstorm, you take point. Okay, now I can destroy him. So this one was a bit of a tricky one. You'd normally expect them to hit C1, but don't forget, they were based on Shibaura, so that's Shinkanjo. So to play it safe, we got to ensure that they do take the Shinkanjo route. And then once they do so, is the only time we get to finish them off. And that takes care of the three of them. Ooh, did we just get 3 mil each, rival? Nice going, Seiji.
Don't thank me.
Damn it, I'm actually inferior to you!
Huh, I don't like this.
But loss is loss. This guy may be someone special after all. No wonder he had this guy in the Evo take his place. I think I understand why your leader was so particular now. And he wouldn't like knowing we didn't get any intel on the Z. Should I? Or should I go street racing once more? Do I still deserve to hit the road again?
Are you still thrashing around about this?
honestly.
You disappoint me. You, Speed King, the fastest street racer on the metro. You were my hero. But look at you now. Bound by the past, trying to hide from reality. Open your eyes. Please, stop breaking my heart.
No wonder she was so attached to Jintei. Damn it, that one cutscene alone already got my eyes to water! God damn it! That was a smart move you've done. Getting the C1 Masters and a friend of yours to take your place, so that they wouldn't get any intel. Frustrated that he couldn't race you and grant their boss's wishes? I applaud you. Now I take it you're gonna be the one racing against Snake Eyes, right? I wanna ask you a favor. I quit street racing 3 years ago for personal reasons. I lost my enthusiasm for street racing. I figured I'd never drive in the metro again. But then, I met you. Your smoldering passion for street racing. I drove to the metro that day as if drawn by something, and after racing you, I realized that my own passion for street racing had not been entirely extinguished after all. I can't lie to myself anymore. So take Snake Eyes down and show me what street racing is really all about. Let me share one thing with you, Iwasaki. This is gonna be my last round in the Shutokou. After this, I know you're gonna come back. I'll be the one leaving the stage. But I'm not gonna leave you alone. I have someone who's willing to fill my shoes in. Ooh, the two-way. The final 3 bosses. And with that, now's the time for us to actually switch to the Z and modify with the upgrades that we got. Now to close the PHANTOM9 arc, we're gonna be facing off against Snake Eyes. And we're gonna do it still at midnight. Wow! No intel! But we do have Snake Eyes in a custom Supra. After all the messing around, you finally came. I've been waiting for this a long time. 5 years ago, I lost on this very spot to a street racer. He went on to Metro to become known as Speed King, and to stand on top of the Metro. I went to America to polish my skill and never forgot that racer, even for a single day. After returning to Japan, I heard that he had given up racing. Couldn't believe it. I thought, what on earth were these past 5 years for? That's when I found out about you. You and your car, your driving were very different. But there was something you had in common with Speed King. I've been waiting for you ever since. Waiting for you to defeat Skull Bullet, sending a member of the PHANTOM9 to greet you, and for you to become as fast as Speed King. Speed King may have believed he was helping you all this time. But I'm afraid he's mistaken. I was the one who raised you. And you exist purely to have me defeat you. There's no need to hold back. Show me your true skill. You never molded me, Snake Eyes. I molded myself. Right, 10 miles. You may be the faster one, but I'm the smarter one. Oh my god, the Z sounds different. It has more power now on the higher revs. Whoa! That engine level 7 though. And he has the amazing Jinte-like aura, but just in red and yellow instead of blue and white. Alright, let's see you chase me from behind if you're actually that worthy. Oh well, he's trailing off. That's sad. He only lasted half the race. Let's see if we can still catch up, and I will outrun him once we're done with Rainbow Bridge. He's just right there, just a few hundred meters apart, sadly. At this point, I'm just playing around with Snake Eyes. Yeah, he may be faster, but he's not actually stronger. I had more trouble with Dirty Fox than Snake Eyes would ever. He may still actually catch up if he has a mega speed boost that makes him go past 200 miles an hour. But that's still not enough to catch up to me. And that closes the PHANTOM9 arc. Just 5 mil! Let's at least watch the replay of that. At least in the Shibuya section, Snake Eyes is indeed strong. But once we hit C1, because he had no intel from any of the PHANTOM9 members on how to deal with the likes of Daiki and C1, he's entering with a blank slate. If it wasn't for these goddamn ass filters, I would have loved to save this replay. This just became a bit of an annoying feature. But yeah, no point anymore to actually look further into this replay. What the only important thing we now have is the fact that Snake Eyes is defeated. Hey, he's back! Bro is back! Jintei is finally reawakened. Oh wait, credits already? Well, I guess this is it. This is the ending of Import Tuner Challenge, Shutokou Battle X. But I'm gonna hold off until the end. Knowing that this came out after Kaido Battle, there may be a post-credit cutscene if it shows any continuity or if this is like the end. Wait, hold up. Did that blue sign just say Supido? Speedo Densetsu? Okay, there was no special cut. There was no post-credit cutscene. I had my hopes up. That's a good race. Watching you gave me a powerful feeling, and I finally realized, even if after the fact, that this isn't about logic. In the 3 years since I left, I forgot that what I might be driving for, or where I might be heading to, was totally irrelevant. What matters is the determination to keep on racing. You taught me that, for which I must thank you. So, thank you. I hope we'll drive together again sometime. When next we meet, it'll be on the metro. Yeah, you're gonna wait for a long time for that, but I hope the person filling in my shoes would satisfy you in my place. Ooh, Snake Eyes custom car is now available. An engine level 8, tires rank S. Those were necessities. Now, the story I created to tie in with the ITC lore dictates that this is Daiki's, that was Daiki's last race. But seeing that we might be continuing, because, huh? Oh, no one got added. Bosses are actually, no, let's go to all. Oh! Where did you all come from? Rolling Gals, Departure, Tokyo Jungle, Freeway, Knife and Forks, and No Loser. Where did all of these guys come from? And boss, we got additionals? Melancholy Angel, The Rook, Bishop, and Knight. Oh no. Crimson Devil, White Charisma, and Speed King. And Unknown. We're almost there, guys. So, in this last arc, there would be a last arc, it seems. In this last arc, we're no longer bound by the rules of night, midnight, and daybreak. We can just fight any of these guys at any time of the evening. But that being said, let us actually go through the profiles of each PHANTOM9 member. So first, let's see the details of Crimson Kid. The youngest of the three Kurosaki brothers, he has the hottest temper of the bunch. He's got natural driving ability and in a short time has put his brothers to shame. He modified his car to suit his technique, and it's so picky that people cannot drive it. What are you trying to do, the Devil Z? He attacks from the start, leaving his opponents no room to fight back, becoming bewildered as to what to do. Next is Golden Wisdom Z32, the middle of the three Kurosaki brothers, and in the wildest of the bunch. He is the pain in the neck even to his older brother, Iron Old Man. However, he's also kind to his younger brother and has female fan, of course. He's got a powered up car and attacks using acceleration but is poor at turning. He's got good senses and can anticipate his opponent's next move. Dresses gaudily and is far from elegant. Yeah, I did see on his silhouette. Iron Old Man, the oldest of the three Kurosakis. Their parents died when they were young, so he became like a father to his brothers. Always calm and collected, he's perfected his car through lots of trial and error and is now at a point where it holds up well no matter how rough the battle. Theoretically, it's his job to break his brothers' fights, but he'll usually let them fight anyway. And he's a lawyer. I think that detail was carried over to 2025, that he's still a lawyer. Yami Tengu, the weeaboo. A weeaboo dentist. A small-built man. He's always walking the parking areas hunched over. He has a big collection of pin-up posters and anime. He's brought down a number of opponents with his modulating axle work. Well, duh, all-wheel drive Impreza. Once he was a clean racer, but rumors say that his leader is inviting new members to join, which made him worry that he might be cut off from the team, so he's paranoid. Since then, he's been okay with any and all methods. King Sandstorm, Mr. Texas Boy, makes use of his years of experience when racing. He passed his body's peak, but does not show it. He not only thinks of speed, but how to race with style. He creates this race like a show, from the cornering to catching up on the straightaways. His car is dressed up as well as it performs. He was associated with Snake Eyes for a long time, and they were once partners. So he's like the oldest, and maybe he met Snake Eyes in America? That's what I'm getting from the bio. Mad Murdoch, teacher, he looked like a Yakuza. A bright, humorous guy, always joking around even when battling. He's good at making his opponent stumble and drives at his own pace. He reduced the weight and stiffness and stiffened the suspension to help with his light footwork. What is he, Godfoot? He teased that he's Snake Eyes' henchman. He's viewed as the assistant leader, and he watches out for the Kurosaki brothers who are always fighting. I noticed all of them are a lot of them are professors and teachers. Kazumi Amachi, ballerina, Dirty Fox. She's got a naive personality but shows terrifying talent in the races. Yeah, Cinderella had front row seats to that. She's gotten a dirty image because she takes a strong line and blocks. She kinda did. And assaulted, but in truth she's not even aware she's doing it. Her looks have earned a lot of male fans, but she doesn't seem to care. She spurned Snake Eyes when he approached her as well. There's a rumor that she has too much testosterone. Hey! Namahagen, Fujimaki. That is not a typo when you look at the one from B Legend. The oldest member of the team, he is usually quiet and calm, but he has a funny side that only shows those close to him. He's been driving the same car for more than 20 years, but he's taken such good care of it you'd swear it was a new car. He's not crude, but he is persistent. He's the one Snake Eyes trusts the most, and he had quarrels with Speed King. There are a lot of mysteries about him. Now, before we check out Snake Eyes, let's actually go to B Legend at midnight and look at Weekend Marco Polo, because the name also says Naoki Fujimaki. One says carpenter, the other says sailor. But they're kinda related in a way because of the correlation of Speed King. And Naoki Fujimaki is Purple Meteor. And the fact that he has quarrels with Speed King, meaning once mentor and then became a member of the 12 Zodiacs and now enlisted in Phantom9. He's driven the farthest of anyone on the team. He spends most of his life at sea and on the metro. He's rough, but he has a good heart and can often be seen at the parking areas giving advice. He drives lightning quick for his large body, does not slow down when taking corners. He's been well maintained, is able to run well against new high-powered machines. I think this bio is a front, and his real profile is the one under Namahage. Which I kinda like knowing there's two of the same rival. But now let's check Snake Eye's bio. He went to America 5 years ago to improve his skills and made the top consistently. After he returned, he got the best racers together and formed Phantom9, making himself the leader. He drives a monster machine that is tuned perfectly based on experience. He is very confident and becomes easily frustrated if things don't go his way. Gee, whatever did we do? He came back to settle old scores. And so it says here he went to America 5 years ago. So counting 5 years ago, so he was in America 5 years ago. And then on the third year, Jinte lost his girlfriend and stopped racing. So 2 years passed of peace. And when Snake Eyes returned, he starts desecrating every and all other racing teams, leading to the dissolution of Windstars, Fine Drive, and Rotary Revolution, as to name a few. And now we get to see old bosses from TXR3 and Zero come back. One of them particularly is this guy. White Charisma. No profile yet, of course, because we have not faced him. But I believe that would happen on the next episode where we tackle the remainder of the game's rivals. Which obviously we would be using from this point forward. This would be our main card when we face off against the guys, the rivals, which is Seiji's Evo. And in turn, let's actually tune this up. I know this has been like, this is a long episode and I have not posted any ITC or TXR content for a long while, so I apologize. But I hope it was, in a way, all worth the wait. And my god, 12 million. Boosting me to 620 horsepower. I will need these. So one last thing for us to do is let's actually go and find some people, do some intel. Right, there is one rival that we actually need to face off to complete the Wanderers. We need to go to Yoyogi parking area to fight Matashichi the first because his requirement was beat Phantom9. And it's at nighttime. Oh, Namahage is parked. I'm curious first. Wait, West Shinjuku Assembler? Who you? You seem new. Okay, nothing noteworthy to see there. But before we do fight these two ones, ooh, intel first.
Inspiration is a great word, don't you agree? I like that word. Inspiration. I wish something would inspire me.
Money talks, whether in politics or in customization. It's easy to criticize that attitude, but those who do suddenly change their tune once they've got money themselves. I've seen it happen over and over again.
Don't get me wrong. Simply having money doesn't mean you can get good customization. Rather, you spend what it takes because you want quality in customization. You're no different, right? You'd spend whatever you have to if it'll make your car go faster, won't you?
That's what I'm talking about. You're gonna hand it to Hamada and his custom cars. How does he manage to make these cars so intense? I hate to see him finish up as a freelancer. I've even thought of fronting him the capital to go into business for himself, though, if I did. People would come down on me for trying to buy influence again.
The comedy duo of Maebashi and Hiranishi, who raced down Route 4, say they're trying to make connections with people in the biz so they can make their big break. The other day, they asked me if I knew anyone on the bone.
They say that programs are all about numbers, and West Shinjuku Assembler, who hangs at the Yoyogi parking area, is no exception.
To hear him tell it, he doesn't like racing against drivers who don't put extra meters on their cars. He thinks they're slovenly. Does this mean, do you accept my fight?
Wow, you've got a lot of meters on your dashboard. I like racing drivers that don't let data like that go to waste.
Uh-oh, you're that guy. Alright, I'll save you for next time, but first, this is my priority. Matashichi the first.
I hear you raced the Phantom9. Will you tell me about it after this race? I mean, it's newsworthy after all.
Well, to be fair, I was just part of it, but I'm not the ringleader. I didn't orchestrate that mess. I just got pulled into it by my rival.
It doesn't matter. T is T, news is news. Let's race first to validate if all the claims were true. If you were part of the Phantom9 assault.
Oh my good lord, these power upgrades. The pop pop bang bang. My god. I still can't see crap because of how tall this Evo is. Oh, it's coming from the boost gauge, that bang bang sound.
That's very refined driving. Just what I expect from the street racer who took out Phantom9.
Again, it wasn't me. I mean, alright, I beat 3 of them, but it's not entirely me. Jeez.
Alright, we're end the day there. But I actually want to go around parking areas and see certain people. Let's start with C1. We might find people that we like waiting for us in the PAs. Okay, so no new rivals there either. Yes, this is what I've been waiting for a proper end of this episode. We'll save her for last.
No, really, I'm not kidding. There's really is a team called Rolling Gals. They're all named Rolling Gal 1, Rolling Gal 2, and so on. And they've got a naturally all-drive Toyota AE86s. You gotta believe me, I couldn't make this stuff up. Theory evolves through exposure to reality, not through blind adherence, says our team leader. I finally understand what those words mean, for your driving has far outstripped my theory on the subject, and this is why you have won. I started out in a racing team that was so lame I've forgotten what its name was, and I've been in a bunch of other teams since then. I was even on the Rings team for a while, but only for a few months. We just didn't get along, you see, but its leader, Lonely Jackal, was one hell of a driver. I don't think there's anyone else out there like him, on any other teams I've been on. I mean, they survived challenges by the Phantom9, no less.
Oh no, I did it again. I didn't mean to. I just get so angry when somebody gets in my way. This goes on, Freedom Light might come after me. Wait, are you part of the the edgy guys?
Looks like Sound Guy Dasher subs in with Highway Pandemonium's malicious driving. He's not doing it deliberately though. He's even apologized for it. And since they're teammates, I think you ought to let it slide personally.
And finally, the last intel of the night.
Looks like White Charisma is back on the Metro. He must have heard that Speed King is racing again. They were bitter rivals 5 years ago, until Speed King ran White Charisma off the Metro. Then he came back when Speed King met his match. Coexistence is unthinkable where those two are concerned. Question is, which one will win out this time around? Or will you blow away all the C1 Loop racing teams and take on White Charisma yourself instead?
Maybe? By the way, have you even seen Platinum Prince around? We haven't seen him ever since the Phantom9 assault.
Now that you mentioned it, he hasn't shown up since. And now White Charisma appears in his place. Strange. He hasn't paid me back for that duel he promised. I wonder where did Platinum Prince go off to?
I guess we have a bit of some original lore filling in between the current lore of ITC, but we will expound more on that on the next episode. From here on, we're just gonna go home now that we got the intel we needed. I think we're stuck with Supersonic Emperor, not that I'm complaining. I like it actually. So let us save. And okay. So, again, from this point forward, when we're gonna face off against the last of the teams, it would be using Seiji's LAN Evo this time. We're no longer gonna be able to use the Daiki 350Z. His era's over, the credits already rolled. This guy's the new protagonist for the final arc. So this is the final arc per se. And we're gonna hopefully find answers of what happened to Platinum Prince. He may be running under a pseudonym name, but he still might be carrying that same FD that we used. Or maybe made it even much better. If you know my Fujin story, be quiet. That's spoiler territory. But till then, this is Miyogi. Saying thank you so much for joining in on Importuner Challenge. I know it's been a while. Hope you love the inserts that I've done to make the story a bit more interesting, not just your usual ones. And if you like this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you guys in the next video.